All right now. So you say you want to start a business. Now, the first thing I want to do is that I don't want to discourage anyone from doing what they believe um, is their dream, something that they believe they're meant to do, or anything of the sort. However, you need to prepare yourself. Everyone's not meant to run a business. Running a business takes of your life. There's so many people who are much better at doing the work than they are at doing the business administrative part of it, that running a business is not really something that they should do. Okay? So if you're trying to, get into running a business because people are like, oh, I'm a boss, I want to be a boss. And being a boss, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. Now, the first thing that you need to do if you're going to, deal with a business and try to start one, a person like myself, I'm a lawyer and an MBA. So I know how to start them. But even somebody like myself will go to my law partner who actually does business startups. He also does tax. He's a CPA. He's in front of the tax court. You go to that type of person to make sure that you do things right. Now, I can get the initial setup. I can do a lot of things. I can help people run them. I can help people make them better. I can do most of those things. All right. However, you always need to make sure that if you have somebody who knows more than you, who's an expert in something, just be okay with getting the help. It won't cost you as much as you think in order to get somebody to help you, because the first thing you need to do is start the business correctly. So when you go through your state agency, make sure all the paperwork is done correctly. Make sure that you pick the right type of business. That's another thing. The type of entity that you choose is going to be based upon the type of business that you want and who's going to be running it and how you want the taxes to go. So you need to make sure you choose the right type of business. So you just need to be able to get somebody to help you. It won't cost you as much as you think, but it'll cost you much more if you don't get somebody to help you. So please, if you're thinking about starting a business, make sure you get somebody to help you. And another thing you really need to recognize is that the business is going to become your life. Thinking that you're going to have all these weekends off and things of that sort, even if the business is closed on the weekends, there are going to be things that you need to do quite often on some of those weekend days. So your life is going to be a little different than you necessarily think. However, I do still wish you luck and extremely good fortune, but make sure you get help when you're going to start a business, because the last thing you need to do is dump your money into a business and then you end up broke and then you don't have a job, because that's another thing, is that you're going to have several months worth of money and act like you aren't going to make any money for the first several months. Some people will have as much as a year or more put to the side. You may not have that type of money. However, unless you have a business that's going to be immediately lucrative, understand that so many businesses go under because they were underfunded. And you have to have your own money for your regular bills outside of the new bills you're going to have from this business. So that's the reason why you get help. A person like myself, I do business plans for people. So get somebody who does a business plan. Make sure you have a business plan. Make sure that part of the plan is financing, and make sure that you have the money to do it, so therefore you can end up with a good life.